Hey y'all. All right, so I am super duper excited. We are going to get into another TikTok reaction. Got to get a TikTok and we got to get ready. I'm excited. I mean, come on, let's get into it. Get the DJ ready. Let's get it.
Going down in Iceland, we got magma coming out of the ground and merging onto the ice. Look at that, you guys. Look at this, you guys. It was a huge volcanic eruption that happened, and now magma is spewing all over the place. People are being displaced and they have to move out because it's getting dangerous out there. Remember late last year, that huge hole that opened up in Iceland? Right, this was brewing up there, y'all. This was brewing up in there. Look at it. It literally looks like hell. Jeez, y'all, that's crazy. Yeah, for me, those people are walking a little too slow. Yeah, I know. Because you don't know when the next time this thing might blow, man. That's crazy, y'all. The earth is waking up. She's definitely angry and kicking people out. I've been telling y'all, this is the great shift that we are in right now. This is it right here.
Okay. Ears itching. I have to probably cut that part out. Okay. All right. So that was definitely strange. To be in Iceland where it is completely full of ice and snow, and to actually see the lava come up, that is definitely very, very strange. But it definitely has to do with all of the changes in weather, that is happening. I forgot what the right word is. With all of the weather changes, it's a part of it. I don't understand why those people's walking slow as if the lava will not burn them. But hey, to each his own. Let's get into it.
There's several theories out there floating around regarding why animals at weird times decide to walk in circles. One of them is that they put the weak, the old in the middle, and then they circle them. But is that truly what causes this? These next three videos are of different types of animals across the world walking in circles, and there's no explanation as to why. The last video comes out of China from a shepherd. He records his sheep walking in circles for 12 straight days with no explanation. Take a look at this footage and tell me what you think.
Walking in circles for 12 straight days. That is definitely a little creepy. I mean, it's really cool to look at, if nothing else. Oh my God, that looks oh my gosh. That just gave me the creeps. I'll be honest with you. So the first frame that she had, I was just like, oh, okay. But as they continued and as they progressed, it was definitely a little creepy. Like my hair started standing up on my arms. It's definitely a sign or something. I'm really surprised that someone hasn't come out, like, out of all the people in the world and how so many different shepherds that do certain things, that they haven't came out and said exactly what this means in correlation to how animals react. I'm pretty sure someone out there that knows that. But this definitely has something to do with something. And I don't think it's just the fact that they said they keep the weak and the young in the middle to keep them safe. But what exactly does it mean? Does it mean that they're getting ready for something? Does it mean that something is coming? Does it mean that we need to be aware? I definitely feel like it's something, but we just have to learn what it is. But it's definitely a little strange. It definitely, look, I don't know if you can see it, but definitely got the hair set up on my skin. Devastation in Chile. I don't know what that next word is in 2024. Okay. Destruction. That's all I got. Destruction.
That's insane.
Massive flooding in Southern California. All prayers accepted.
This wash here is flowing at 18,000 cubic feet per second. And believe it or not, I'm in downtown of Los Angeles, a big-time flooding situation. And this is just the beginning. It's going to continue all night tonight through tomorrow. Catastrophic flooding
Listen,
here in Southern
okay, let me
California.
pause. I don't know if this scene has to do with the previous one because it doesn't say anything yet. But when I was younger, I really did believe when they said it doesn't rain in Southern California. That's not the case. It's definitely raining.
Close, keep the door closed. Whoa. Whoa. What? Where's Viv? Where's Viv? Where? You good? You good? Oh my God.
What is this?
Jake, are you okay? Coming in.
Y'all ain't got nowhere to go?
Get out of here.
Now the lights done went out. Now y'all can't see nothing. My question is, why was he still standing there? Like, why wasn't he trying to leave? All right. Huge explosion in a hotel in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, let's see. Oh my.
Going down. I told you January, February. It's going down. It's going to continue. Get your mind right. Get your life right, get your mind right. Get everything in order. It's going down, Rosie. It's like the activation is going down. Your tax is going to go up.
On the other side of the street, something part of the building is blown out. Yeah, blew out. No, on the other side, on that street, there's shit blown out too.
They don't know where the explosion came from? I don't know.
There's somebody sitting down next to the street.
Oof.
Talking about something longer than a couple days. If this happens 6 to 9 months, then again it amplifies it, 1,000 to 1,000,000 fold. So if we truly have an outage that is nationwide that lasts 9 months, the EMP Commission, which is a commission that was mandated by U.S. Congress, and it has much more authority and better funding than a congressional committee. They found that as many as 90% of Americans would die.
Wow. 90% of Americans will die. We rely on a lot of things. I mean, we do. We rely on a lot of things. And we are very spoiled. If I must say so myself, we're definitely very, very spoiled here. But I just think it's interesting how they're just focusing on how 90% of Americans will perish. What about the rest of the people around the world? Are they going to be able to sustain better than we will? This is definitely very, very scary it's very, very scary, but it's reality. So we got to really, you know what I'm saying? Think about it.
90% of Americans, that's what's 90% of 360 million people.
So it's like 300 million. So
300 million people.
300 million
just like that.
people
And how long
gone.
would you say that would take?
9 months.
9 months.
That was the metric that the EMP Commission.
I wonder if that's why they're trying to get so many people to get solar panels on their home. I wonder if that has any type of correlation with it, or if it has. I really don't know. I'm just talking about. I know the big thing right now in America is making sure you have backup with solar. They definitely ain't trying to push us to make our own, to get our own to get our own what's that called? Like grow our own foods or anything, but they are trying to push solar for sure.
Utilize. And what does it look like if our power grid goes down?
So it really becomes almost zombie apocalypse, and it's horrific because we think about losing the rule of law. And so we have George Carlin, a clip from, one of his comedy tours in a movie. And he says, you can't count on the police or the National Guard. They'll be at home protecting their own family. And that's exactly true.
Can't depend on the police or the National Guard because they're going to be at home protecting their own families. Well, duh. I mean, that makes sense. That's why I think it's so strange how it's a certain type of motive that's getting pushed, like, all this independence, we can do everything by ourselves. And the truth is that it'll be so much easier for us if we work together. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that in troubling times, we will come together. But this is definitely, it's definitely very, very creepy because it reminds you of things that you read in books, you know what I'm saying? Or things that you see in movies, but to actually see it in real life, that would definitely be, oh my gosh, very, very creepy.
I don't think people realize how much chaos and how miserable it will become when the power grid goes down. And just, I've known this is coming for a long time. And when I first started looking into, me and my wife lived in Florida. We went through a hurricane, and anybody who lives in Florida, the population just continues to increase and increase. And now after 2020 and COVID, with all the mandates, all these people that want freedom are just pouring in there like it's nobody's business. And well, we moved up here about 5 years ago to Tennessee, and we went through a hurricane. Here's what happens in a hurricane. If anybody's been through one, they obviously know, but grocery stores are completely wiped out within about 48 hours of a hurricane coming. Just the news alone, people go into panic mode, and there goes all the water, there goes all the bread, there goes all the meat, all the frozen food, all the vegetables, anything you can think of, it's gone. Gasoline, gone. The lines go around, the lines can be over a mile long sometimes. Plywood, gone. Why do you need plywood? To keep looters out and to keep debris that the hurricane's going to throw at your house from breaking windows. All the plywood's gone. All the generators are gone because everybody knows the power's going to go out. Everything that you can think, you can't even escape it because I believe it was Matthew, there was a stop and go traffic jam on Highway 95, and that went all the way from Miami to Atlanta, Georgia. Stop and go traffic. There is no escape. And so when we went through that, that hurricane, if I remember correctly, that wound up being kind of over embellished.
Okay, so that one was pretty long. But it was a lot of key things in there. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to make sure my brain can keep it all. Okay, so hurricanes. I personally ain't never gone through no hurricane, but the way they look scary. And it's crazy to know that his family moved from Florida up to Tennessee to try to escape all the people that was there. But they still, I'm guessing from what he said, they still have hurricanes in Tennessee. And everything will be going out to stores. Duh. I mean, let's think about back to the pandemic. Like, everything was leaving out the grocery stores when you can get in there. Yes, I mean, it's not surprising. We just really have to be aware that something's going to happen. I believe what he said. He was like, he has been preparing for it for some time now. I mean, we all got to prepare for something. Do we know exactly what it's going to be? No, we have no idea, the exact situation that we're going to be in, but we need to prepare for something for sure.
I tried
human
tell
face
y'all
fish caught.
about these human-faced
Let's see.
fish caught in 4K. Everybody kept screaming, CGI, CGI. Everything ain't fake. If y'all can see right here, this fish have a Jimmy face from up the road. Now the real question is, how did the face get on the fish? Is it genetically mutated? Did somebody splice the DNA with a human and a fish to create this creature? Or is it really just CGI? Somebody got really good CGI. Like, y'all just imagine y'all going on a fishing trip and y'all catch a fish with handsome Squidward face. And I'm gonna let this be the last video about these human-faced fish until I catch me. Tried to tell you.
Okay, so the fish did have like a very, I don't know, it's a weird looking face. I didn't know that fish had face, but I mean, there's so many different creatures we don't know about, so I mean, it could be possible. It definitely was a little strange.
Several people added me in this video about these creepy giant
Oh, the creepy giant puppets.
And now I understand why they was adding me. And the thing with me is, it's not a problem that it's a giant puppet.
What's the purpose?
But why does it look so realistic?
It does look very realistic.
Look at the eyeballs, the functioning of the eyeballs. They look like a real life blink.
It look like a real life blink.
See how you look at what they're doing? With precision?
Yeah.
I think that's the creepiest part about all of this. Look at the eyes.
They're blinking.
Just pay attention to the functionality of this.
Even the way the puppet moves his head.
Yeah, and it was more than just one puppet. It was a bunch of them.
Ooh, it looks very, very creepy.
Once again, look at the eyes. The eyes is the creepiest part about all of this. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't know what to say. That was definitely creepy. It was strange. Look, my hairs are sticking up again. All right, guys, you know, we made it. We made it through some more TikToks. I gotta be honest, that last one definitely brought some craziness. I mean, the movements and the gestures definitely was a little creepy. All right, guys, we did it again. We made it through, as always. Until we see you next time. Bye.